So just like last week, our full episode is going to be dropping Monday, but today we're going to do a little playoff segment that's going to be dropping before Game 3 of the Clippers versus Suns. But before we get into that series, obviously we want to talk about your injury update. Let's talk a little bit about some news around the NBA.
Yeah, so first up in NBA news. Oh, man. Y'all know we got to talk about that Draymond Green with the
turnbuckles.
Boom!
Stomp.
Right in the chat, CPR up on his ass, boy.
A-town stomp.
Y'all think Draymond being suspended, it was worth it? Should he have got suspended?
Suspension? No. I think that was unfair.
I agree with you.
And they based it off of previous, plays that he's done. Like they attacked his resume of things that he's done. Unfair, bro. Unfair. Like, what do you want him to do?
Yeah.
If somebody's holding your ankle and you're trying to jump over him and you're off balance, like he could have, there's an injury.
Yeah.
Like, he could have fucked his leg up for that.
Why you grabbing his foot, Sabonis?
Right.
That's my first thing. Okay. And then when I look at the replay, Draymond had got the rebound or something back then, and as he was coming, boom, the incident happened.
Right.
Draymond literally was stuck. He trying to get out. He's a big dude. You can't do too much, but damn near hit him on his chest.
Yeah.
So
because you're off balance and he's trying to jump over him. He's off balance. Like, he's trying to get out of the way.
Now you see when y'all ask me that question, who I want to play in the NBA?
You want to be
and
Draymond?
I say I want to play Draymond. Look how they do the boy.
Yeah. I think Sabonis.
I'll get an Oscar playing him, man.
I think Sabonis is he was trying to antagonize him. He's done a couple plays like that, and grabbing a guy's leg, in my opinion, is a more dangerous play than what Draymond did. And it wasn't even like he could have really stomped on him. He wasn't stomping him out. He could have really, UFC'd him right there. But I think that if you suspend Draymond, you got to suspend the other guy too.
Could have hurt Draymond.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think it's fair if there's an expansion, if there's a suspension involved, then I think you got to give it to both guys. And I'm a fan of both. I like Sabonis. I don't necessarily think he's a dirty player, and I've never seen him do anything like that. And that's playoffs. That's emotions, flair. And
some of it is acting.
Some of it is acting.
Yeah,
it's not on this play. Somebody grab your.
No. I'm saying. Some of it, how they overreact so much. Yeah, you done, Pete, you done got hurt before, and it hurt you, but you done and did some stuff to see if the ref did it, and he like, damn, that didn't work.
Right.
But some stuff is just too much acting, and it works.
Right.
Not to say he wasn't hurt. I'm not saying that at all, Sabonis.
Acting. I think Sabonis was.
You think he was trying to sell it a little bit?
I'm sure it hurt, but I think he was playing along, and it was a smart play. I mean, I'm not mad at him for doing it, but I think there was some acting in that play.
Because that's like a play if you're off balance and you're trying to catch your balance, like I'm trying to jump over you. Now, if I can't jump over you, like my foot's it has to land somewhere, and you didn't allow me to jump, so it's like the only place they can land is on your chest.
Goofy.
Yeah, and you can see after he did it, he immediately tried to jump again. I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
Draymond didn't want no. He was
fucked up.
trying his hardest not to get in no trouble, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Draymond.
Now
Green,
I don't think he clearly it has some intentionality to it.
Wasn't malicious. I didn't think it was super malicious. I think it was just like, hey, you're grabbing me. I'm going to land on
word?
You. Malicious?
Intentionality. Okay.
I just think.
I thought I just came up with some shit.
I just.
It just rolled too.
Can you spell it?
Intentionality.
I just.
That shit just rolled out.
That the refs got something for Draymond. At this point in his career, he's like the king of all kings of the bullies. He's overpassed every bullies in the NBA that's been bullies. You know what I'm saying?
You just don't want to make these kind of plays.
But anyways, man, what's the craziest foul you ever seen in your career?
Hands down, you know what? And it scared.
You involved?
No, I wasn't involved, and it scared the shit out of me. Y'all know the play when fucking Meta World Peace gave James that elbow.
Oh,
that's one of the worst. Oh,
that was crazy.
That was about to start the fans.
And the memes and shit after it, where James' head got this big ass hook in it.
Damn,
James took that too.
He did take it.
That's impressive.
But I mean, I think he was in like concussion protocol after. That was a serious elbow.
Yeah, that was mean.
I was like, God damn,
bro.
God.
Yeah, that was
like really, bro.
Ooh, that might be one of the worst fouls that I've seen, like an intentional foul.
Well, I'm with it. Speaking of fouls and everybody getting injured and all this shit these days, we got to talk about Ja Morant and Greek the Freak being injured right now in these playoffs. They got to talk about that. How we going to work this out? Huh?
Yeah.
How they going to work this out?
Both plays are clean. It was a clean play. Like, we could very well be highlighting Ja for... Yeah, he's postered many of guys for trying to take charges. Like he's great at using players to try to take charges under him to boost off them and posterize them. I don't think it was a dirty play. Like they're not dirty plays in basketball. Fact of the matter is, like, AD could have got hurt.
Wait, you saying
Kevin Love could have got hurt.
You saying Ja Morant injury was what you said? It wasn't. You saying that somebody tried to do that to him?
No. Just the fact of like. Taking charges, like stepping in front of people, taking charges. Yeah. Like, you got to give your body up. Like, you're giving your body up to make a play for your team. Like, that's part of competition. Like, that's part of the battle. You know what I mean? So I don't have nothing bad, or I don't think that was anything wrong with it. Like, it's just injuries is a part of the game. It sucks, but that's sports. Like, that's sports.
It's like they got the same injury damn near, just a back. And what was his? A
wrist, yeah.
A wrist. I think that's just them plays right there when you take the charges and somebody is taller than you, meaning Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Don't do them type of plays.
You can't dunk everybody.
Can't dunk on everybody.
You can't dunk everybody, man.
Now I can see if he was Greek the Freak. That's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's tall.
He's 7 foot.
He see it different. But Ja, I think, is doing it because, as a fan, I'm watching, he's doing it for us. He's doing it because I want to do something spectacular right now. But I just think as talented as he is, he got to stop. Or he going to have a short career, man.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, I do think he's got to work on, like, you got to work, it's funny, you got to work on, like, landing. You got to work on, like, to absorb your falls. Like, that's a real trick. That's a real trick. And one of the best people I used to watch that was like great at it was D Wade. D Wade just knew how to contort. He'll fall, but he knew how to like roll into it. He knew how to like, you know what I mean? Like safely fall to where he just not like bam.
So you
got to work on that.
It's like, I don't know, he jumped too high.
Yeah, he jumps so high. It's like, I don't blame him, but I think working on his in-between game a little bit, like a floater or something like that. But the whole article about taking the charge out, that's ridiculous to me. I'm not a fan of that. That's part of the game.
Part of the game.
Dude, people are just going to be you're going to have football players playing basketball now if there's no charges. It's like, that's a skill, being able to drive hard, shoot soft, and being able to, finesse. I did not like that.
That's part of what makes, like, that's part of what makes our athletes so good, is the way that we can change directions. We can, stop on a dime. We can, maneuver in the air, through the lane. Like, that's what makes us, special athletes. So, like, you can't just run through people. From an injury standpoint, I know a lot of guys get hurt, whether it's taking the charge or, you're on the other end of it, especially to our stars. I'm not a fan of taking that out of the game. Like, I think it's a great play. Like, you learn to take a charge. Like, quite frankly, you make your freshman team in high school because you put your body on the line. Like, that was...
So they shouldn't adjust it.
Hell no. Hell no.
Don't adjust the charge.
Don't adjust the charge. I know it sucks. It sucks seeing the stars go down in the playoffs. You want to see the stars play. But, again, that's part of the game. Like, historically, that's been, a part of the game. You take a charge, you put your body on it. And that's what playoff basketball is about. Like, who's the toughest team? Who's gonna be willing to put their fucking literally body on the line. Like, that's part of playoff basketball. Like, Don't take that out of the game. They'll kill the game with that one.
You don't kill the game, yo.
Don't kill the game.
Don't do that. You know, Pete, since you've been, chilling like me in Dallas often, watching the games, as a fan, what you done seen exciting out there? What you seen that's shocking and what's popping? What's going on?
I mean, if there were no injuries, I think the Memphis and Lakers game, Lakers going and still in game 1, I think that was interesting. And Miami going into Milwaukee and
Kings
and beating them. And Sacramento being up 2-0.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Fan of the Kings.
And I knew Sacramento was going to be for real. I didn't think they would be up 2-0. If anything, a split 1-1.
Right.
I definitely saw that. But being up 2-0, that's very surprising. And not to say Sacramento is not good enough but it's their first run in over 10 plus years. Like,
that's crazy.
For them to accept the challenge. There's a lot of guys' first like real playoff experience. For them to accept the challenge against the defending champs, like that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive what they're doing.
They still gotta watch out though.
Yeah, it's not over.
Oh, absolutely. And the Warriors,
crazy people. Over there shots.
It's not surprising because the Warriors aren't a good road team. So it's proven what they've been through all season long. They haven't traveled and played well on the road. But this could get out of hand. And the good thing is with Sac though, like they play well whether they're home, whether on the road. So it's going to be a battle.
At the end of the day, they playing like they got nothing to lose anyway. We weren't even supposed to be here.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about that series is just the fans that the Sacramento Kings have. Some of the pictures and the photos, the whole city is really rallying behind. Like they got a good culture right now, and it hasn't been like that in forever, man. It's packed out in there. It seems loud, and they're waiting outside. Like
the beat.
To get some of the Clipper
I want to go
fans
back on that though. I don't think they necessarily like feel that they're playing well because like they don't expect to be here.
Who? The Kings?
Sacramento.
No, they're just good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think they're more so like they proving that we belong. Like we gonna show that we belong.
I'm just saying, how some people are y'all not. They done heard so many years just because when you see the Kings in the roster, you say right off the top, oh, they not gonna make it. They're not gonna do nothing.
Just based off the history.
And then now for them to be where they at and playing the defending champions and doing them like this, come on, man.
Draymond though.
I'm a new King.
That's a big.
That is a big loss.
That's their defensive anchor. So it's going to be interesting.
And it's at home. They go back home, right?
Yeah.
And you said they a better home team.
They're better. Golden State's a better home team. Like they had one of the best records at home in the league.
We're gonna step up this week.
It's gonna be a good one. It's definitely gonna be a good one. Week. That's dope. Light the beam. Like I wish we had like
a King fan right now. Look at you.
Yeah, you are holding it down for Sacramento.
White Stallion, bro.
The true White Stallion.
The true White Stallion, man. Got him with the fresh bald right here. You know what I mean? It's like
okay.
Did you have the young Jason Williams cut?
Yeah, man, I had all that. You would have thought Randy Moss was my best friend too growing up. Oh yeah.
Your haircut was
elbow passes every opportunity I could. It was.
Oh, you didn't have that.
Yeah, bro. What?
Bro, we played AAU. You didn't have that.
I definitely
elbow passing.
In pickup, I was. Pickup, I was. I didn't want the college coaches to look at me like.
You didn't have that flavor.
Dang, really?
He definitely wasn't the
You was a bucket.
He wasn't Jay Williams.
I'm not discrediting you being a bucket.
So just like my passing or like, man, now I'm like.
Yeah, you're passing. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was, thumbs down, you know what I mean? Like just basic. Yeah, like you couldn't tell if I passed with my right or left hand.
You had your guns pointed in the paint. You know what I mean? Ball you, man. Yeah, you was real technical.
I think I wore number 33. I don't remember.
Yeah. You definitely was 33.
It's Larry Bird.
It's my guy.
Little knee tape. He had the knee tape going on.
He had the lineup. He was like 6'4", nasty haircut.
Nasty cut. I used to cut my own hair.
Right. You just cut it?
I used to cut my own hair.
PG the only motherfucker I know with the shortest hairline in the history of foreheads.
You know what? And it's like, funny. It's
crazy as hell.
It's funny. You know that meme of me in the fucked up haircut?
I mean, the one of you taking the picture of yourself.
Yeah. That was me cutting my hair. Like,
did you post that? You posted that photo.
I got hacked.
Know what that means?
The smallest forehead in the history.
Oh man, it's funny when I look back at it now, like just because I was my own barber. Like
This is a 30 head.
My mom bought me clippers in high school. Like, son, you're going to have to learn how to save money and cut your own hair because when you go to college, you ain't going to be able to afford it. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to just start working on how to cut my hair. Like,
at least they bought you the clippers.
Yeah, she bought me the clippers.
At least they bought you the clippers. Yeah, don't ever cut your hair no more in your life, boy.
Oh, not no more.
Don't ever do that.
We're going to move on to the next topic, okay? So we want to talk about the Clippers versus Suns. It's round one. You guys were able to steal the first one. Phoenix came back and tied it up. But just watching the series so far, kind of give us some of your thoughts.
It's a lot of good bucket making. Like, a lot of good bucket making. I'm happy. I wouldn't use the word happy, but it's great for the analytic standpoint that the mid-range is being highlighted, especially in this series, because that's what it comes down to in the playoffs. Like, I know the whole analytics 3 versus, 3 or layups. Like, a lot of teams preach 3s or layups, and it's a lost art in the mid-range game. And I think you're seeing it showcased in this series with how well, KD, Kawhi, like how well guys are shooting it in the mid-range game. And so it's great that they're putting this shit on display right now. It's great to see. Like I'm getting a front row seat to watch two of the best go at it, and it's fun to watch.
That gotta be the worst front row seat ever.
It is, because I want to be out there so bad.
Gotta be the worst. I already know.
I want to be a part of that.
Oh, I already know. It's like
hurt.
a great seat, but fucked up seat.
They showed you a lot on TV. It was funny. Every time they'd pan you're just looking at this. I'm like, oh.
One time you had your hand like this, like I was like, what is he thinking about? You was like
the podcast. I was doing the podcast.
Come on.
Man, just walking out there and seeing the crowd going crazy. Like, I'm like, fuck. Like, I missed this. Like, this is what it's about. Crowd going crazy. Like, when they score or they hit a 3, the bench or the fans looking at us like doing this shit. We going back at them like this. Like, Russ posting motherfuckers up, he dropping them off. Like,
Russ
we passing the baby down the bench. Yeah, bro, it's just you just having fun at the game, bro. That's what the playoff environment, I miss it so much.
Yeah,
the sports shows miss your ass too.
Yeah,
every segment, Paul George, he's bad. Paul George, shut the fuck up. It's like he'll be back.
Right.
I think my favorite part of watching this series, because you're talking about the mid-range game, is just watching Kawhi's footwork. And most people, when they watch him do what he does, even the Suns, they're calling for a travel. But his footwork, when he jump stops, gets it, like, does the step through, it's not a travel, but it's just hilarious.
And me and Y, because he used to do some shit in practice. And he literally works on this shit. Like, if you watch Kawhi in practice, he'll literally do the same move like 15 times, 20 times straight. No bullshit. He'll do it like 15, 20 times straight. And it's almost like he's calculating like the steps. Like, all right, when I get here, then I'm like, I've seen him work on this shit. I'm like, bro, it's a travel. He like, nah, P, no, it's not. How? Like, I'm like, bro, you can't come to a stop and then like cross step and then like, bro, it's a travel. He like, no.
It's not. I think people just don't have that footwork, and like in the rule book, I think JJ Redick talked about it, but it's not a travel what he's doing out there.
It's not a travel.
It's just not a common.
Yeah. When you watch it, it's not a travel.
Yeah, it looks nasty, but it's a legal move in the NBA. So
it's a legal move. I'm adding it to my game for sure.
Don't get mad at nothing either.
Who?
Kawhi.
Anything. Like, no, it's not a travel.
Okay, so I think a lot of fans have some questions, and I think when they're watching you, there's been a lot of footage of you kind of warming up before the games, and I think from a fan's perspective, it looks like you're healthy. When I watch that video, I know you're not going full speed and you're getting warm, but walk a typical fan through on like kind of what you're feeling right now with your injury. Because I think they're looking at it going, oh man, he looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah, Mike ain't play in the gym.
I'm grinding, like literally grinding. Like I said, 6 days out of the week, I'm like grinding, like trying to figure it all out, trying to work my ass off, doing a ton of cardio, a ton of conditioning, and it's basically just trying to check off any boxes I can. Like, so each day is something new. Like, all right, let's see if I could jog. Let's see if I could skip. Let's see if I can defensive slide. Like, let's see, if I can jump and land on two. Like, it's just, it's just a progression of what I can do. And now, I mean, what you guys saw, me being able to defensive slide, zigzag, come in, shoot, change directions, like all of that is part of the.
What's that thing around your chest?
So that's to keep my bra.
No,
okay, bro, chill, bro.
Nah, that's chill. Fucked you up with those.
What?
No, that's so that's to monitor like my heart rate. So I got to get my heart rate to a certain number based off of like what my game level will be like. So they're measuring because they want me to be game ready when that time comes.
Right.
So like the rehab and the conditioning part, that's the big part of me being in shape. So whenever like I'm cleared, there's no like ramp up to now get in shape. Like I got to be in shape. Then when I'm cleared, I'm ready to go. So it's just to monitor where my heart rate is, and if I'm not doing enough, if I'm doing too much, if I can go harder, like. So they're monitoring all that. Yeah.
The real question is, have you done any reverse handstands during your rehab process?
No, I ain't did one of those.
That would be a sick. Hey, if you were wearing that heart monitoring thing and there was just a clip of you just walking on your hands, people would be like, "Dang, bro, this dude is going at it right now." Like rehab must be wild.
It might be good marketing. We need one of those.
I need one.
He's stronger. He's stronger.
P, as we wrap this, man, any last words for your Clipper Nation?
Yeah, see y'all game 3. I'm back. Nah, nah, man. I'm on a serious note. I'm working my ass off. I'm trying to get back to Clipper Nation. I'm trying to get back there to support my guys and be there in the trenches with them. Literally working every day. Like I know y'all like motherfuckers that want to make jokes and stay in the gym. Wait, why are you doing a pot? Like I'm working. Just know I'm working. I'm training my ass off. I'm in the best shape right now. So when that time comes, I will be back with the troops and try to go get this trophy.
Clipper Nation.